Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Mohammad Imran. I am working as assistant professor in Department of Parastrology, University of Agriculture, Faisalabad. Today I will discuss about wildlife, transboundary parasites, and One Health World. So what are their connection? So briefly, wildlife is very important, as you see on slide 2. So you can see this, there is a pathogen emergence from the wildlife. So wildlife, there are multiple vectors that are available with the wildlife, and all those wildlife that is closely interacting with the human beings, and those human beings, they are closely interacting with each other. So in this scenario, they can develop an epidemics of certain pathogens that are picked up from that wildlife and conveyed to human beings, and then ultimately there is a global spread. So in slide number 3, you can see here here is a global map, and you can see multiple dots and these arrows that are representing like how a pathogen can travel between the continents, between the boundaries, and between the human beings. So just an example, like this bat, it can live with human, it can bite human, and it can transfer pathogens to the human, and human, they are further transmitting these pathogens in horizontal fashion to other fellow human beings. So that human being, if he travels from an infected part of the world to a fresh part of the world, so they can carry that infection and they can transmit that infection over there. That there is Ebola virus, everyone knows about this. And here you can see how this zoonotic emergence is there, like merging of zoonotic pathogens. So wildlife, okay, all the wildlife animals, they can travel, they can infect, and domestic animals who are closely associated with the human beings, they can be there. And then there is a wildlife hunting. So this wildlife hunting, but it happens like this wildlife hunting is like animals are expiring, and their carcasses are there in the environment, and some aerosol infections, pathogens that are conveyed by these carcasses, dead bodies, to healthy environment. So in this scenario, what is important? The important is One Health. So this concept, like One Health, like the health is not only for the human beings, it is also for the animals, it is also important for the environment. So all these three components, the animals, the environment, and the human beings, they are really interconnected. So here you can see these people, they live closer together, and then there are changes in the climate and land use by human beings, and that also affect this wildlife population over the universe. And then there is more global travel and trade of animals, trade of human beings, and like many are traveling for work purpose to different parts. And similarly, animals are now not, they are not just for food purpose. So these are not only food animals, these are also companion of human beings. So they can be there, they can be in the zoos for recreation purpose. So children, human beings, all are there for their recreative sort of things with all these animals. And here you can see in the last slide, so One Health approach, how this One Health approach can play a crucial role in transfer of these pathogens, or how we can control transfer of these pathogens. So definitely there should be more testing and monitoring to detect illness in the human beings, in the animals, in wild animal facility, and interaction of these wildlife and human and healthy environment with each other. So in here you can see that some home forming standard protect animals, the people who work there, and the farm environment also matters. And then this can help and prevent the control of this pathogens, like one example is of influenza. So the purpose of this poster presentation was to just create an awareness about how wildlife is important and what are transboundary pathogens and how they are infecting human beings. So now a world is a global village, as you know, so everyone is traveling here and there are some epidemics, then they convert to pandemics, and lastly they may convert to endemic. So the purpose of this presentation was to just convey an important information about uh, what is the scenario and what is the need of the time. So ultimate message is one health. Every component in your vicinity is important. You are important, your animal's health is important, and also environment health is important to prevent any future pandemics. Thank you so much.